Alright, so I've got a Haltech 2JZ GTE terminated harness, and it comes with these EV1 style injector connectors, but I'm running some ID 2000 injectors with the EV6. So we need to remove these and wire in the new EV6 injectors. So to save as much of this wire as possible, I'm going to D-pin these and push them through, and then snip them and pull them off. And then I've got our new EV6 plug, weather boot, and the crimp here. So I'll just kind of walk through doing these. So the first thing, I don't really care if I hurt these, but you got to get this yellow plastic piece out of here. I just take a thin screwdriver and just kind of pry up under it and pull back. And you could just cut, if you have excess wire, you could just cut here, but I don't have a ton of, there's not a ton of extra on this, so I'm trying to get as much wire as I can. So there's that pops out, and then I've got a little bobby pin here that I'm going to use to get in here and kind of free these up from the bottom. There's not much of a trick to it, but and then you can see how they come right out. And then what we'll do is grab a hold of them with the pliers, pull them out a little bit. Oh, all right, there we go, lots of room. And then you can see where the wire's crimped on the connector right there. So we're going to cut right before the crimp, so we save as much wire as possible. And then this little rubber boot will slide right off. And we're going to want to do the same thing to this one. Right before the crimp. And then now this will pop out, and if you wanted to save it, you could put this plastic piece back in it, hang on to it. So now back to the harness. Looks like these actually have a little play in them, so I'll go ahead and try to get the wires at an even length, and then you'll want to strip back a little bit of the wire. That's probably going to be enough. And then, actually, might have been smart to do this first, but I think it'll be fine. You want to take these little weather seals, and you want the the thin end to be on the outside, because that's what the crimp is going to wrap around. But we'll go ahead and slide these on. And then I'm going to kind of stop. You can see here, I'm going to get this end of this right up to the edge of the insulation on the wire. I'm not going to go over. And then when we put this crimp on, there's two places that it's going to crimp. You can see here, this first crimp right here is going to crimp around that insulation boot. The second crimp here is going to crimp around the wire and hold it in place. And when you do this, there's a couple different tools. You could, I mean, if you don't have a tool, I've seen people just try to crush them around. I've tried it, it doesn't work real well. I've got an actual crimping tool here. Now some of these crimping tools will only have the one slot, so you'll have to crimp this big one first and then come back and then crimp this one. This tool that I have has 2 slots, so it can crimp both of these at the same time, and I'll show you how that goes in. I'm going to be in the 18 to 16 gauge slot, and if you look into here, see this is a taller one for the taller crimp. This one's a little more shallow for the wire crimp. You can just slide that up in there, and then I'm just going to kind of get it pre-staged here, right about there. So now it's holding it in place, but it hasn't done any crimping yet. And then I'll take my first wire here. I'm going to twist those ends a little bit so they're a little more uniform. Again, these little weather strips are just pushed right up to the edge of the sheath that's on the wire. And then with this thing loaded up, this little flat piece here at the end, that's going to be in the first crimp, and then the wire is going to be laying in that second shorter crimp. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this or not, but I'm going to pop this in here, and I'm going to look down in here, and I can see that wire is in there, and the weather stripping is in its crimp. And then once I see those are both in the right place, I'll go ahead and give it a crimp. Alright, let's take a look at it. So you can see the first crimp went around the weather boot, and the second crimp went around the wire there. Alright, now we're going to do our second one, and we're going to try to orient it so it's in the same position as this one. So when I go to plug these in, they'll be nice and uniform. If you get them a little off, the wire will twist around, so it's no big deal. So let's load up this second one, and again, just to show here what's happening. This tall crimp lays in there, and the wire lays in the second shorter crimp. So we'll go ahead and load this up. Right about and it's a little bit off there, so I'm going to back this off and try it again. You want to have these lined up just right so you get a good crimp. It looks better. Okay. So again, we'll take our other wire, and we're going to go ahead and put her down in here. The weather strip part where it needs to be, the wire where it needs to be, and give it a crimp. Again, you can see that's crimped good. The wire's crimped well. Alright, and then we're going to take our EV6 connector here, and you can see we're going to have to push these into the back. I'll show you how to do that in a sec, but before you can do that, you need to make sure that this is a secondary lock. So once you push these in, this gets pressed down in and it holds them into place. If for some reason, and this has happened on a few of mine, you'll get these, this will already be pushed in. If it is, you can see right, so you can see this right there's a little locking tab. So the way if yours is pushed in, the way you can free this up, imagine this is pushed all the way down. You'll want to take a little bobby pin or something, or a thin screwdriver, and just kind of pry in here just to take the pressure off this little locking tab, and then take a screwdriver and get down in here and pop this up, and they release pretty easily. All right, so now we are going to push these into here, and I'll show you the orientation. So you have the connector release facing you, and then you grab your two pins here. They have this little tab here, right there on that one, right there on that one. That's going to be, if this is facing at you, those are both going to be facing down. And again, these won't go in unless this red lock tab is free. So then make sure that you got these two about the same length. Again, the tabs point down while the connector faces this way. Slide them both in, and you'll hear them both click and lock into place. And then once you have that, you can press this lock tab down, and then you're good to go. On these EV6 injectors, it doesn't matter which wire goes top or bottom. They'll work either way, so you don't need to worry about that. And that's it. So that's how you do those. I've got a handful more to go, but they're pretty simple, especially if you have a crimp tool. You will be in business. So there you go. All right, and just for fun, I'm going to go through and do one more. So I'm going to remove this yellow locking tab here so I can depin this EV1 clip, which I don't need. I'll come out of there, and you take a thin screwdriver or a bobby pin, get underneath these to kind of lift them up. That'll release the little locking tab in there, and then I just push them forward. If there's a way to pull them out, I haven't figured it out yet. Maybe, you know, there probably is, but all right, so those are pretty up. Pull these out, and I'm going to grab onto them, pull them out a little farther. And then I just want to trim them right. See, there's where it was crimped. I'm just going to go right before that crimp, so we save as much wire as possible. And then once I do that, this little boot will jump off. That one's free. I will pull this one up a little bit farther. And then we'll get here right for the crimp. Pull that boot off. And our EV1 connector is free. If you want to save it, go ahead and throw this back in. Alright, so then we've got our two wires here. Make sure they're about the same length. And you don't need to trim a ton of wire off, but you do need to have a little more than what I have here. So I'm going to peel back a little bit more. Give them a little twist. Got our first weather boot here. Remember the smaller end goes towards the end. We'll put that on there. Get him down in there right till it's at the edge of the wire sheath. Do this one. Right about there. Then one last time, you can see how they're going to lay in there. You can throw them in here just to get an idea. Make sure this isn't too long or too short. You know, we don't want it going clear up into this connector. It's going to go right about there, so that length looks perfect. Like this one, that length looks good. And we'll go ahead, throw this in our crimper. Alright, we'll throw this into here. Again, we've got the deep crimp and the shallow crimp. Get that up in there just right. And I'm just going to get it started a little bit, make sure it's lined up. Now it's held into place. Go ahead and take your first wire, whichever one you want to start with. We're going to lay it in there just like we showed before. Everything looks pretty nice there. Give it a crimp. And she's done. Let's grab this one. Lay it in our crimps. Alright, she's held into place. Looking good. Grab this one. Pop her in there. Everything looks right there. Give her a crimp. Alright, these two guys are ready to get pushed into the new connector. Again, make sure your locking tab is up. If it's not, you can pry it up out of position. If you just get in here and pry to kind of relieve that little locking tab in there, pop it up. So when we pop these in, I like to just get them kind of positioned ahead of time. So I kind of hold them both with these little metal tabs pointing down. And then you grab your connector with the release button facing you. These tabs point down, just like so. Pop them in, and you will hear them click into place. Oh, maybe make sure they're just right. There we go. Heard them both snap in. Give them a little wiggle check. Once that's in, take your lock tab and you're good to go. All right, that's it.